So Ari the Scarred is making his way through the land of the wrathful sun in search of an elder from his tribe. Now, he's been through a room with maps and parchments where he found out about the devastation that's been visited on this land. He went through the Tapestry of Memories and the Lindworm chasing cultists, a bonfire guarded by a giant skeleton, an axe hanging on a wall that bid him wield it, a great hall with a dying fire, a kite shield wrapped in leather furs, and warriors attacking the boarded up house of the Elder Prophet. So, we are continuing on that journey in, I don't know, one of the best solo role-playing experiences I've had anyway. So we are going for our next encounter. I've got the Towns and Taverns little book of battle mats to go along with the Wilderness edition, so they can work nicely together. I got this one mainly because there's a ship in it, and I hope to cover Pirate Borg at some point soon when I've read up on it. I've got the beta rules, so that's where I got that, but it's got loads of good stuff in there. And we roll for our next encounter to find out what kind of thing it is as we head away from the Prophet's house. That is a 7. That is an obstacle encounter. So we go to the stronghold thing and we roll a d6 to find out what kind of obstacle we've got. I've moved the camera down so you can, because the meeples are quite small, so you can hopefully see them better. Obstacle: 2 men whisper conspiratorially and turn to face you. So I'm going to roll on the Oracle to find out a little more about this. So we roll for our focus on a d10. That is a 7, that's endure. Then we roll a d8 for the emotion, which is forlorn, and a d20 for a rune, which is a 5, and that is God. Endure, forlorn, God. Well, while I wonder what that means, that's the general vibe of the situation. I'm going to roll on the NPC reactions chart. 7, they are unsure. Well, they were whispering conspiratorially. I'm sort of thinking they know of one of the gods who has been sort of reduced in power and circumstance and is perhaps somewhere in this stronghold, and I'm thinking perhaps he might be able to tell us something about the Elder if they are omnipotent a bit, might be a bit wise, have knowledge beyond our ken. So I'm going to ask these guys if they can tell me where this god is, and if they'll do that. So I'll roll on the favour or sorrow table because they are unsure. 6, favour with a complication. So yes, we can tell you or take you to where this god is, but we want something in return. So I'm going to roll on the Oracle again because I really don't know where this could go. That's a 4. Overcome. They want me to overcome 3. That is contemplative. What's the overcome contemplative? The rune is 13. Overcome contemplative sun. Perhaps what they want me to do is to explain to them why the land suffered this devastation, and having been to the map room and read all that information, I'm going to do a wits check to try and relay that information to them, to give them as much information as I know, and whether I can explain it well enough or not. So let's roll a 13 or less if we can. And we roll a 12. So I am able to explain this to the best of my ability, and how it happened, as much as I know anyway, as much as I've discovered. And they will then agree to take me to this god, which will be somehow tied in with the next encounter I roll. So we go down, cross that off, go down to 18, find out what this next encounter is, and try and tie in this forlorn god character. So we roll a d12, that's a 3. It is a mystery encounter. Well, that's kind of appropriate, so we go to the strongholds and roll a mystery. 6. We've had that before. 3 figures weave a glowing delicate tapestry. I'm going to roll again because we've had that. 2. We've had the axe. We're running out of... roll the axe again. Let's keep rolling until we find something different. Wow, flesh blood seeps from the walls. Steam rising. Okay, this doesn't look good. I mean, they knew this god of sorts was forlorn, but this fresh blood and steam rising might suggest that this god wasn't quite who he appeared to be. Maybe. So what we're going to do, I may roll on... Well, I'll do an NPC reaction first of all to see how this character feels. 7. Unsure. Well, I think we're all unsure at this point. So I will try and get a clue. I know I use the oracle a lot, but try and get a clue as to what's going on. Bleak. Prepare, sorry. The D8 is crestfallen, prepare crestfallen. 8 is prepare crestfallen ulcer. Or perhaps the fresh blood in that case is this character's, because he's crestfallen, he's forlorn, and perhaps there is something leeching away at his energy. He seems to have an illness of sorts. How the gods work in this world, who quite knows? But I'm going to give him a draft of my mead, I think. So we'll see how that works with him, and I'm going to do a flat out, he's unsure, and I'll say, I'm here to help. I can see that all is not well with you, so please allow me to try and help you out. I'm going to roll a flat out favour or sorrow because I don't know how this is going to go. He may be secretly evil or something, or it may do him good. We'll just find out. 5. Favour with complication. He recovers a bit. It does seem to be sending him in the right direction, but I've not got any more mead now until I find a bonfire, so I've helped him a bit. So can he tell me anything about this elder that I'm searching for? For that is favour with complication, which I'm getting a lot. He can tell me a bit. I'll just do a prepare. Five is crestfallen again. Prepare crestfallen. Iron. Crestfallen iron. I think what he's saying is that he's slowly recovering his strength, and he's not quite all there yet, so he's not able to tell me a great deal, and he needs to regain his strength in order to have his full knowledge and powers back and to be actually of any use. But he is grateful for the fact that I've helped him, and I wonder if he's got something helpful he might be able to give me, but I can't imagine what that might be. Let's have a look at the items and equipment. What might he have? I don't know. Items. Well, if he had food, he would have eaten it to restore his strength. So perhaps he's got a skeleton key. Maybe he's. Well, that doesn't make any sense, does it? So, well, we might call upon him for aid in the future if he regains his powers. Let's leave it at that. And these guys are going to carry on whispering conspiratorially in their own time, and I'm going to leave this guy to try and recover his strength. Now, I could really do with another bonfire at this point, so I'll see if there is one in the next encounter. 5, favour with complication. So we'll see what that is. I'm always rolling that now. So there will be a bonfire here, but what kind of encounter is... Oh, conflict. Yep. There's going to be trouble, but there will be a bonfire. So conflict encounter D6 for the stronghold. 5 is berserkers. D6 berserkers take turns fighting each other. Okay, how many berserkers? One berserker fighting each other. So he's spoiling for a fight. He's very aggressive at the moment. Okay, he's determined to have a fight, so I'm going to go in and see what my axe can do. 5 damage. That takes away his resilience flat out. So he now attacks me with this grave sword and hits me for 5. So my resilience is down to 7, but I'm going to try and dodge or something. Make a I'll just I'll take a fatigue and try and dodge out of the way with my dex of 10, and I fail, so I take the 5 damage. So circling around and both having taken the same amount of damage, I'm going to hack at him with my axe again. I think 3, that's 3 off his strength, so his strength goes down to 9, and he must make a critical damage save. Target must roll under strength to avoid critical damage. His strength is now 9. And he does not roll under. Yes, so I think I killed him. But sometimes when games say roll under, they actually mean equal or less, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and I'll probably end up being killed by this. Not quite, but I'll try and dodge it. I think I've got enough. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I've got enough to try and dodge this, and I succeed. So I dodged him that time. Now I shall hit him for 5 more damage. He is now down to 4 strength. Can he roll 4 or less? No. He is down. Well, that was you know, he was determined to fight and we had to defend ourselves. He's clearly a bit of a crazy berserker, so we shall move on and warm ourselves by the bonfire. So we recover our resilience and we recover our fatigue, and we get 2 sips of our mead flask back. Now we're ready to carry on. And as we roll for our next encounter, upon leaving the bonfire, we find another mystery. We are running out of mysteries. We've done a lot of them, so let's roll. That's a 3. That's a chained Jotun youth spots you and slowly smiles. Okay, so I'll use this to show the size difference, because I'm assuming they're sort of giants, and we're going to roll for an NPC reaction. He smiles, but what kind of smile? Unsure. Okay, I'm unsure of his attitude, perhaps. In this case, that would make perhaps more sense. So what is his deal? I'm going to roll the Oracle again. D10 for overcome, D8 6 forlorn again, and 8 overcome forlorn ulcer. Perhaps this Jotun has the ability to help the forlorn god we met earlier, and so I will tell him about this character who he might be able to help, and we'll see if he will. Roll on the favour or sorrow table. 7. Complication. He has a beef with that particular god and he's not going to help him. Okay. Now, as he's a Jotun youth, he might just be being a bit awkward. So I'm going to try and convince him. Yeah, look, it's all very well being awkward, There's a better word, isn't there? But you know, just because you're young and you think, oh, I'm going to be difficult and I'm not going to do that because I can't be bothered. Look, this character could be of great benefit to you and to everybody else if they regain their powers, and all it takes is for you to use your natural gift to go and help them, and they could repay you with their positive vibes or something better, like an advantage, or they might give you a gift or something like that. But anyway, it's the right thing to do. So can I roll my wits or less? Or is it spirit? I guess it's more spirit, isn't it? 5, yes. I've managed to convince the grumpy teenage Jotun that it's the right thing to do to go and help out this wounded character. So he sulkily stomps off to do that, and we carry on with our journey.